Hey, how's everyone doing today? It is Berkfamily54comics on our Powered Up Comic Book Reviews Thursday night chat, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Dustin from Two Brothers Comics. What's up, dude?
What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing?
Hopefully we get some people in here. Sorry we are late. My daughter is sick. I had to make a late night run over to the Walmart. Actually, I stopped at two places because the first place I went to said they had the medicine and they did not. They were out, so I had to go to Walmart. And Walmart's, never fun. So sorry about being late, but we're here. We're here, man.
Yep.
You're wearing a Foo Fighters shirt?
Oh yeah.
Mad Mike, what's up, man? If anyone's not already subscribed to Mad Mike, hit him up. He is doing a 100 subscriber giveaway. I went ahead and entered. It's really simple. You can do a video or a comment to enter. So far I did just a comment, but I'm going to make a video as well. Hey, Southern Comic Geek, what's up, man?
SCG, what's up, brother?
Hopefully some more people jump in here. Ryan should be joining us at some point, hopefully. He's got some stuff going on in his family as well. So we're all kind of busy at this point. Next week, spring break. I get the whole week off, baby. I'm super excited about that. Everyone else that doesn't have the week off, you guys suck compared to me. All right, posting this on old Instagram live.
Yep. Same here.
Right now.
Yeah, I ain't never really participated in the whole spring break thing.
What?
Anytime I had breaks off from school, I was working with my dad. So it was like winter break doing construction, Christmas break doing construction, summer break doing construction. So
well, I'm gonna be just hanging out with my kid. Hopefully she gets better and we can play and ride bikes and go do stuff together. So
yeah, it's never fun when the kid's sick. A couple weekends ago, my wife and kid was sick.
Yikes.
So yeah.
You've been working out, man. You look skinnier. What's up? What's going on there?
I've been doing a little something.
Okay, all right. I like it.
Trying to get back in it. I let it go for too long. Got burnt out, got hurt, got all these injuries was trying to deal with. So it's been long enough. I've been trying to get back into it. So
there we go. All right. This is where we talk about what books we got this week and what books we're going to be talking about. I only got 2 books this week. I'm going to be honest. I tried to find a 3rd, 4th, 5th book. I didn't see anything I wanted, man. I really did not. This is one of the books we're going to be talking about tonight. Batman 90. I actually had to have the guy go to the back and grab one of the store copies because they sold out of all the other ones. And so I made sure to let him know, hey, always pull one for me. Sign up on the whole subscription list. So got me a Batman 90. I wish I would have gotten the variant, but this is good enough. So got that. Hey, James, what's up? Comic book. What's up, man?
The birthday boy is in here.
Whose birthday is it?
Perry Comics. He turned 46 today.
He turned 46?
Yep. So happy birthday, Perry.
Is he really 46? He doesn't look.
He's like 42.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Happy birthday, Lurkin Perry. Also got Flash 750.
That was the one I would have wanted. If I was able to pick one, I would have picked that one up. My shop didn't have that one, so I didn't even grab it.
He's 41. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm 32. So, I agree. Out of all the covers, I was like, this one's definitely the best.
Yeah.
This is one I grabbed. So, he says, "What do you mean nice? I'm 27." I thought he looked like he was like in his 20s, 30s. But
me and Nick were in his chat when he was live a minute ago before me and you went live, and we were giving him hell. So I just figured I'd continue on.
Honestly, I didn't know what the whole inside joke was. I thought he looked younger than that, but I wasn't going to say anything. So whatever. Happy birthday, by the way. And then this is not a book that I grabbed, but this is a book I'm going to be talking about tonight. The best ever outside of, in my opinion, Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles one of the best ever like comic runs for an independent book, God Country by Donny Cates.
So that's the trade came out.
This is the trade. Yeah, I got this about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. So
yeah, I missed the boat on that. Me and Nick have both talked about trying to get into it because there's so much crap we missed out on that we wanted to get into. So, but now you were talking about Flash. I didn't pick up a copy, but Brian Silverback's the guy that he's the artist and the writer creator that we're good friends with. This is a sketch cover he did. I know I showed it to you. Let me see if I can get it to focus. But
oh, dude, beautiful.
So, he did the Fat Flash on the red sketch cover there. It was pretty cool. I was sitting there watching him do it. It was pretty impressive.
Nice. I thought that was pretty good when you said that.
So I guess now I show my books. So I got Batman 90 cover A, and
I love it.
My shop, they came through. I normally pick up the variants on the Batmans because I love them, and they came through. I didn't think I was going to get one, and before I left, they did hook me up. They was able to give me a copy of the variant.
I'm jealous of that, man. I need that in my life.
I got Strange Academy #1. Since it is Scotty Young, I did pick up the Scotty Young variant. That's the only Scotty Young variant in my collection. Had to pick up my Savage Avengers because everybody knows at Two Brothers Comics, we are on the Savage Avengers.
You are.
Awesome story. This is the one of the books I'm going to talk about. Not sure how I feel about it. Not sure if I'm going to continue to pick it up, but I got King of Nowhere #1 because, as you guys also know, I love Boom Studios, so I always check out at least one issue when they come out with something new. I thought this was going to be a light week for me, so I started picking up other stuff that I've been meaning to get and hadn't yet. So I got Finger Guns #1.
So you spent a whole bunch of extra money that you didn't mean to.
Right. And I had #1 to this. I got it the day it came out, and I didn't read it until this past weekend. I was flipping through my need to read box, saw it was in there, read it, loved it. So I picked up #2 to the Pledge Allegiance to the Mask. It's an awesome story so far through the first one. And I got my signed ash can for Loggerhead, which is Brian Silverback's Scout Comics comic that is going to be coming out soon. This is his first comic. And so I got my signed ash can for Loggerhead too.
Nice. I love it. Dude, you love those indies, man.
Yeah.
Love those indies. You know what? I'll tell you what. I try to get Folklore, any of them. Today, they didn't have any of them. They didn't get them or what, but they didn't have it.
Yeah, they're tough to come by. I think they're on the 3rd or 4th printing for issue #1 and second print on #2. So
right.
It's pretty good though. It's been one of the better books I've been reading for sure.
Nice. So should we talk Batman? Batman, did you read it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so did you read the previous issue or issue before you answer that, how was Hell Arisen #3? And were you picking up that? Because I saw you got that.
No, Nick got that. I didn't because
okay.
Yeah, I could care less about the Punchline character. I think it's something that's probably gonna phase out and fuzz out at some point, and I have no desire to spec on it or buy into it. I mean, it's not something I care about, and I'm not down in anybody that does. I mean,
sure.
Absolutely, 100%.
Game, man, go for it. But
yeah,
I used to do that, and I'm just not into that anymore.
Yeah, and that's kind of where me and Nick are. We used to do it to the point where we would spend more money on trying to get all the spec books, and we weren't picking up books that we want to read and things we want to enjoy. And so we were missing out on stuff that, we would have actually enjoyed reading because we were buying books we had no intentions of reading, just trying to buy them to resell them. So I didn't pick it up. Like I said, Nick got a copy. I think he ended up with 2 actually, because his shop held one for him, and he didn't even know that. And then he had already pre-ordered one from Midtown, so in about 6 months he'll probably get that copy.
Hey, Biggie, what's up, man? Yeah, this guy's getting big too. We're at the basketball gym right now, Burke. I saw that on your old story. I need to play. I need to play you guys. I feel like this old man would whoop you guys up or over there at the gym.
Oh, I'm an old baller from way back.
I'm like that guy. I actually am decent at basketball, even though I'm old and fat. But I'm like that guy in that Ben Stiller movie where he shoots it and it just goes off the top of the backboard.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually not bad. Punchline will stay. She's going to be in other books. She's making too much money for DC. I bet she's going to be in that 5G events. So I bet she's going to be the new Joker in that. Chino, you put out any more videos? Yeah, I think they did. Check out their channel. Okay. They just uploaded a video. Got 3 more coming already. There you go. All people, what's up, man? How you doing? It's been a while. All right. So did you say if you read Batman 89 or 88 before Batman 90, or is this just the first one you've grabbed?
No, I've been on Batman since I started picking up Batman in City of Bane. I think I dropped it at like 78 and then picked back up with the new writer with Tinian, and I've been really digging it this whole event here for sure. And and then at the same, I've been enjoying it, but Batman was one of those titles that I didn't add to my pull list because it always seemed to come out on a week that was a heavy week for me. So I would just be like, it's always on the shelf. I'll grab it, when I have a light week. And then Batman 89 happened, and I was like, great, I'm never going to get a copy. But my shop hooked me up and had me at one. So yeah, I've been on it the whole time. I've been enjoying it. I think this is shaping up to be pretty cool.
I like it. I'm not going to lie. I've been picking up Batman since Rebirth in 2016. I got every single issue. I think I might be missing an annual. I think I might be missing annual number 3. Good question. Where's Ryan? He's got some family stuff going on. He said he's going to try to join. Hopefully that happens. So, yes. A couple of people said Punchline is going to be in Nightwing 72. Punchline will be in Nightwing. Yeah. And I'm grabbing Nightwing as well. I think it's really good. They're going off the whole Court of Owls storyline, so I like that. I agree. I think it's gotten better. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Not looking good. I wish, but I don't think it's going to happen. I might have to send some books over to Dustin to get some stuff signed, and he can send me a bill, or I can prepay or something. Punchline is coming to Marvel too. Well,
I think she may actually end up being the next villain in the Power Rangers Ninja Turtles book too. I heard that.
Really? Dude, did you see that thing I tagged you in today? They finally showed like the morph version of the Turtles.
Yeah, I shared that on my on our Instagram a while back too. Yeah,
I need to check it out, man. I miss you guys post so much. I miss.
I know, and it's because like I'll be posting things and Nick posts things too, and yeah, so it's a lot sometimes.
Punchline is a girl, so I don't know what's happening here.
Well, a lot of people are saying. I think there was an earlier issue like I think I heard like 37, and then I heard like something in the 40s where basically I think what is actually going to happen. They're talking about it's a transgender role. Yeah, so I have no idea.
You're really going that route.
I guess so.
I don't have any problem with transgenders. No problem at all. I love everyone. Do they really need to make a new character and have them change genders? Like, come on. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's interesting if they're doing that, I guess. Tinian's, like you said, Batman 38.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
How's it going, brother?
My biggest thing with Punchline is like it's completely overshadowing the character everybody was talking about when Tinian took over. with the designer, you know,
The designer is way more interesting to me.
I was about to say, yeah, I mean, I was really digging the designer, the whole story behind that character, and which also, you know, you got the cameo in '89 as well.
Yep.
I think a better cameo even than you had with Punchline in '89, and that was just completely overlooked completely. But you know, we get the full first appearance and origin in Batman '90 here, and I'm really digging where that's going, and what they're doing with Penguin, Riddler, Joker, and Catwoman. It's been really good. I like that. You know, this whole issue was basically like a going down memory road.
I thought it was great.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'd give the issue 10 out of 10.
oh yeah, I really dig it. Absolutely. I'm so happy that you know, we're not getting 3-4 pages of Batman and Catwoman on the beach. You know,
Yeah.
a full love story and all that. Like, yeah, that purple Catwoman was really cool.
The throwback suit is fantastic. I love that she's a purple cat, which is my favorite team, K-State Wildcats. So, you know, I like that. But no, I thought it was really good. Here's all of them. That's talking to the designer. I did wonder, like, with the Joker being there talking to the designer, I'm like, the Joker can make anyone do anything he wants. So I was really interested to see how that was going to turn out.
Mm-hmm. Are we talking spoilers, or are we trying to keep?
Oh yeah, no, we're talking spoilers. If you haven't read Batman 90 by now, I'm sorry.
So when he just blew dude's head off with the gun, I was like, all right, I didn't see that coming. You know, it was like you know, which the Joker, you know, that's a Joker thing to do, you know, just completely careless and reckless, and just, you know what, let me just kill this guy right now. And, you know, and then you see, you know, that's kind of like the start to, you know, a new,
but you know, you never know if he's like the Joker could just be playing everyone, man.
Right. And, you know, they were talking about, you know, he was talking about them, you know, a new design for their for themselves, and basically, you know, I forget the exact words he used, but, you know, basically like, you know, developing further as a criminal, and, you know, being a better criminal. And it's like the Joker just, you know, took that huge leap, and it just, you know, she was saying, you know, it's now to see where he is, how evil he can really be. And it just pretty much left it at that. It was like, okay, so this could be crazy, because this is all a flashback.
It was my first time seeing what kind of evil he was going to become.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So who knows where that's going to go. And the fact that this is a flashback, but we know the designer is apparently here present day.
Yeah, because it was in 80s, 89, 87, 88, somewhere in there.
89, yeah. So, and also in 89, you know, they thought the Joker was dead. So there's a whole lot of storyline to fill between this flashback and what we learned in 89. So I'm really excited about where this is going to go.
I have to wonder how old this person is because of what he's wearing and holding a sword and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like there's like either some sort of time travel or something about like the Court of Owls where they're keeping people alive for years, and it even shows them like fighting someone with a sword on a train, and
right,
which makes you think like 30 and all that.
Yeah, it definitely looked kind of like old world type of, you know, the clothing they were wearing and stuff, for sure.
Almost like 1920s. So I'm interested to see where they go from there.
Yeah, and what is the deal with these like zombie things that he's got too? That's wild.
Batman did sell out. Batman has sold out the last couple issues actually, and they pre-sold out 92 and 94.
Yeah, 92 is going to be the first Punchline cover appearance. So
what, like, is this storyline going to end, or is she going to join this storyline? Does anyone know?
I think it's going to continue on. I forget. I was reading something. I don't remember how many issues this storyline's going to go. I would assume it. Most storylines go at least 10
issue 100.
Yeah. Now, Southern Comic Geek says he's Ra's al Ghul. Now, is that confirmed, or are you just assuming that? Because if that's true, that'd be cool.
I'm assuming not.
I mean, Ra's al Ghul comes and goes so often, but I mean, if they tie him in with that, like that'd be super cool because he's such an interesting and really awesome character, and he just adds a whole nother dimension to a storyline.
He says he's
okay.
I don't see it. I don't see the designer becoming Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul becoming the designer. I think it's someone else. Actually, when I saw it, I was like, man, that kind of looks like, I don't know if you've been reading Batman White Knight, but it kind of looks like the really old Wayne from that story from like 100 plus 200 years ago. So I was like, that's interesting. Hey, God Tank, what's up? Just popped in to say hello. Much love. All right, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. You. I'm looking forward to this going forward. It's already 10 times better than anything that Tom King did because it definitely feels like each one of the characters actually has their own voice. And it's way more interesting because I felt like there was only like 2 good stories in the entire Tom King run, and they're all like 6 issues or less. So
yeah, I had a lot of hope for that City of Bane when I jumped in on it because I've always been such a big, I love Bane.
Me too.
And so that was the first series I jumped in on with Batman. And, as far as the ongoings, and I was just like, what is going on here? I just, I didn't care for the whole Damian Wayne deal going on. And, there's no like Batman being Batman. And I don't know. It was just really all really weird.
Highlight comic bro. What up, dude?
What's up, man?
This is a really good take because it talks about how the designer's got all that money, and obviously the designer's pretty old, and he knows how to fight with a sword, which is what Alfred does. No, that is interesting. Who knows? Maybe it's Alfred's enemy or something. And maybe it's Alfred's. Oh my gosh! What if it was Alfred's enemy? Because the guy talks about how the person that he was trying to beat the detective guy's dead now. What if this guy's like Alfred's enemy? Interesting. That's my take on it.
Yeah, who knows? I'm also interested to see where the Batman Catwoman relationship goes at this point.
Are they still planning on doing that Batman Catwoman series at Tom King?
I don't know.
Because they were gonna have
with him writing what is he writing Strange Academy? No, that's Scotty Young. Tom King's writing another book right now. It's not Strange Academy. That's Scotty Young. I don't know why it said Strange Academy, but he's writing something else right now. And I forget what it is, but issue 1 dropped this week, so I don't know.
Batman Catwoman was supposed to launch mid-January, but it's pushed back. It doesn't have a date. But I don't think I'm going to read that. I didn't like anything that he did, and even though this is just to finish his run, I'm done with it. I'm not picking that up. So if it's really that good, I'll get the trade because I don't think anything's going to be worth anything. So Alfred's twin brother died in City of Bane.
Oh, instead of Alfred?
I'm still saying that this guy is Alfred's enemy, whether it's his twin brother or not. This designer guy is Alfred's biggest enemy. That is my spec. With him being old and all that and saying his person he was fighting is now dead, that's what I think. And that's why he hasn't come out, since until after. Burke is a designer. Do not tell. Who knows? So, okay. You got anything else to say about Batman?
No. Like I said, really enjoying it. Looking forward to seeing what happens with the Catwoman Batman storyline too. With her telling him basically that, her whole design was, strategically about getting Bruce's money and all of his stuff, and basically seeming like that's the route that all of this is going now, that the designer is using everybody to use her design. So that'll be interesting to see, because Batman didn't seem none too happy on the last page.
No, he did not. But Batman, it kind of made kind of weak, man. He just lets Catwoman do whatever. Like,
I don't know. I mean, if my woman looked like that, I probably would too.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there, brother. You're not wrong.
Nothing wrong with my woman at all. Just saying, she's not Catwoman though.
Everyone always says, "Hey, man, wow, your wife is really pretty." Every time I'm like, "Yep, she's a smoke show." Did anyone read Mercy yet? I don't know what that is.
No, I didn't pick it up. I know it was a pretty hot book. Had like 1,800 covers, but I don't know. I don't know if my shop had it or not. But I didn't pick it up though. I ended up going from a light week to buying like 8 books. So plus I got Hellfighter Quinn. Me and Nick got several copies, signed copies of that. So I didn't end up picking up Mercy.
I just told Ryan to get his butt in here. Mercy was Image and Dolpho book. Go. That's right. We got Goat in here, man. That's right. So sad we don't have Power Rangers TMNT. That book was pushed back. You were all hyped about it coming out this week, and
2 weeks pushed back, because it's not even next week, it's the following week.
So sad.
Luckily, there's only, including the A cover, there's only 8 covers, I think. You have cover A, you have the 4 cover Bs, a 1 in 25 and 1 in 50. So I don't have to buy as many this week. That's this year or this month.
I'm going to see if I can pull up this picture here really quick. Here we go. Okay, let me see. Share screen. Share. Can you guys see it? So here's the morphine picture.
Okay, so I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that. That's
Donnie gets morphed into the Black Ranger. April is the Pink Ranger. Leo stays with the blue, and he's a Blue Ranger. Mikey goes to the closest color. He's yellow. And then Raph goes red.
Well, dang.
So, interesting.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I kind of wanted...
Casey Jones should have been in there. April should have been out.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted that too. I wanted Casey to be the Green Ranger. Take the powers from Shredder and be the Green Ranger until... Oh, my printer just started making noise. Until they can find Tommy to give him the powers.
I don't know. April just doesn't seem like... I don't know. Doesn't fit.
I was going to pick that up, but then I didn't, because it didn't interest me enough.
They also had the Fantastic Four Ben Nor, I think, dropped this week. So
the first 5 issues of Fantastic Four a year ago were amazing. They were so good. The Return of the Fantastic Four was so good.
Yeah, there's some things I'm trying to find a good jumping on point, stuff that I haven't gotten into. Real mainstream stuff like Fantastic Four. I got to find somewhere good to jump on that. Biggie, I ain't jumped on them Superman yet, but I'm going to. My next omnibus purchase is going to be the death of Superman omnibus. So I'm gonna jump in on that story there. That omnibus, the cover, looks good. The story, I know that's supposed to be one of the best storylines. So I'm pumped up to get it. I guess got to get these funds right so I can jump on the Superman run. So I have some Superman knowledge.
Yep.
And what? Rainbow Ranger.
Comics for All People said they need to have My Little Pony and Power Rangers team up. And I said they could talk Morphers and Cutie Marks. Cutie Marks are Mark's on the side there. We got something happening in the background. Let's see if it gets fixed. And here we go. We got the third member of this Powered Up Comic Book Reviews, Ryan, also known as New Guy. What's up? Oh,
hey,
wow.
What's up? Hang on. Sorry.
There we go. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Kind of impromptu jumping on. Yeah,
How's it going?
can you all hear me?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. It's Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Week here in Houston. So that's like a big deal to everybody. So a lot of craziness with schools and stuff. And so, yeah, a lot of stuff with the family because the kids are doing field trips this week to the rodeos. So
Nice. Nice. You got your books ready to show off what you got this week, man?
actually, I haven't even made it to pick up anything.
Okay, well, you want to talk about what books you're going to grab this week? Or do you know?
Yeah.
For sure?
Well, okay, I know one that I really want to talk about. So
Okay. Are you going to pick up Flash?
yeah, I'll probably grab Flash because I have been following that. So that'll be a good continuation. And then hey, Mark Spector. And then the book I'm really excited about. I don't remember what all I have on my pull at the moment, but let's power
We're
up.
ready to power
The
up.
big book for me this week is an Image #1 called Outer Darkness and Chew crossover. I don't know. Are y'all familiar with John Layman?
Mm-mm.
Nope. I do recognize the name.
Yeah. Well, I guess the biggest credit to his name is Chew, which is like a kind of like a detective comic, but it takes place in like this kind of like animated world where there's like these like they have like crazy abilities. Like the main detective, his ability is he can like eat something and basically figure all the things out about it. And so he can even like eat human skin or whatever and
Oh, man.
find out all the things about that human, And so he's a detective and stuff. Well, John Layman also has this other book that he did last year called Outer Darkness, which is kind of like a crazy R-rated Star Trek. And so now they're doing a crossover 3-issue thing with Chew and Outer Darkness. So pretty excited about that because Layman is an incredible writer. The way he writes is just like really funny, but really deep and like super sci-fi,
Yep. Hold on 1 second here.
So that's kind of the main book I'm excited about this week. And then, of course, Flash. And then I'll probably read Batman 90, but I haven't really kept up with that because
it definitely
from what
got
I've heard,
better.
it's kind of boring, really, so far.
It definitely got better.
Ryan, are you gonna are you is it what is it called? King of Nowhere. Is that on your radar? That new Boom Studios #1 that dropped?
Can you hear us, dude?
Barely. Something's going on with my audio. Huh. And I'm losing video occasionally.
Here's a cover that Mark Spector wants to get. This is a 1940s cover of Flash 750. I've only read one story in here because there's 6 stories in here. And I read the one that goes with the whole Flash Forward storyline. That's going to be in the free comic book day going forward. And it was really good. It was about a third the size of a regular issue. So I think all of them are that short, so they could fit all 6 in there. But it's really good. Mark Spector says, dude, that FOC cover from King of Nowhere was absolute fire. Reminded me of the Steranko cover.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one up, but I know which one he's talking about.
FOC cover.
I didn't know that the
Flash
was had multiple stories in it. I guess that makes me feel a little better about it being a $10 book, wasn't it? Like $10?
$8.
Yeah.
$8.
Oh, $8.
Ooh, I didn't realize that. Oh yeah,
picked up Wolverine.
Right?
$7.99. There's 6 stories in here. One of them is obviously the main Flash storyline going on, but I think it's like a one-off story maybe. Then it's a flash forward story, and then there's a couple, obviously others in here. But I'm excited.
The last
to read
Flash
the rest
story
of it.
was the one where they gave the backstory on Paradox, right?
Yep.
So it's not connected to that.
Let me see what they're called.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up. I still haven't picked up Wolverine #1 because it was an $8 book, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. Then I think I ruffled some feathers on our Instagram when I was I wasn't trashing, but I was just saying I didn't really care for that C2E2 cover. I don't think everybody was disagreeing with me. Even my mom jumped on there and said something. I'm like, get out of here. You don't know. What are you talking about? But I don't know. I didn't care for it. I had a couple of buddies. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying bye to comic book people. He's gonna morph out.
What did you think of Wolverine #1, Dustin? Did you get the story out of it?
Haven't even read it yet. Haven't picked it up.
It really didn't grab me, and I've heard other like podcasters say they thought it was kind of a boring story for the amount of time people waited for Wolverine to come back in the new Hickman-verse thing.
I think I was more psyched about Omega Red than Wolverine, but right on, dude. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of like I don't know. To me, it just seemed kind of washed out, and I don't know. I did not care for that cover. It seemed like there was it was a weird looking costume to me, and I don't know. I didn't see it personally, especially not for as crazy as it's going right now. And I had a couple of guys that went to the show and asked me if they wanted me to grab if I wanted them to grab me a copy, and I was like, nah, I don't really care for that cover. I like cover A better than that one personally, but I'm gonna pick it up and read it eventually. I haven't yet, so. But now I was asking you earlier, Ryan. I didn't know if you heard me, but I was asking if that new Boom Studios book, King of Nowhere, is that on your radar? Is that something you're planning on picking up?
I feel like I saw something about that when they first announced it, and then honestly, I forgot about it. So you just mentioned it. I don't even remember what it's supposed to be about.
It's weird. I don't know. I was hoping you read it so that we could talk about it, because it was just, I don't know. It was a little strange. The art was a little weird. I'll probably pick #2 up and see if I can follow from there a little better. But being a Boom Studios, I had to pick it up and give it a shot. I give all the Boom Studios at least one look. So
yeah. I usually do the same with Boom Studios. The only one that I didn't continue to read was the one that Senna Grace did, Ghosted in LA. I read the first issue of that, and I was like, yeah. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how this one develops in issue 2, I may continue on with it, but we'll see. But I read the whole thing, and I was like, okay, like it has potential to be cool, but I mean, we'll see where it goes. It left a lot of questions, that's for sure. Like from the beginning to the end, you have like absolutely no knowledge of like actually what the heck is going on. So, we'll see where it goes.
That does kind of interest me though, because I heard kind of the same thing about Finger Guns, which I haven't got to read yet either.
I just picked that up.
I'm kind of tired of something is killing the children, right? All these like indies come out, and the first issue is just like bombastic, and then it just drops on the second issue and like slowly builds back towards something. And that's kind of getting annoying. And I heard kind of the same thing you're saying here on Finger Guns is like, they really don't like, it's not a bombastic first issue. They just kind of like solidly lay some groundwork and let you kind of get into it and build from there, So that interests me a little more, because I'm kind of tired of like the huge hit on 1 and then like 2 just drops,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, really quickly, Dustin, do you know if CGC is going to be at Huntsville Comic Con?
CGC and CBCS will both be there.
Is it third party, or will they actually be there?
They're not going to be doing on-site grading, but they are supposed to have a facilitator there. So
if it's one-stop comic shop, I would not people stop.
Do what now?
If it's one-stop comic shop that's going to be there, I would not submit through them. They are terrible pieces.
Oh yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah, I've got a couple books that I want to get yellow labeled while I'm there, so we'll see.
Did y'all see the Emerald City Comic Con news?
Nope.
No.
Oh, where everybody's dropping out?
Well, yeah, I mean everybody's dropping, but they've always traditionally had a non-refund policy, and they are offering refunds because of everything that's going on in Seattle right now.
Hmm.
And a lot of like artists and writers and stuff are dropping.
Yeah, and publishers are dropping out too. I saw one of the big publishers said, "Nah, we ain't coming."
Yeah.
So
I don't blame them though. Like I'd be very weary of going to a con right now because everybody gets sick at a con anyway. What are you gonna do if it's something really bad?
yeah.
The
Well, I
odds
mean,
are a little too high right now.
yeah.
Well, I teach every day to school, and I haven't got sick yet. But I mean, I'm in the middle of Kansas. Well, not the middle. It's really the east part of Kansas, but still,
Yeah.
little itty bitty
Yeah.
Kansas. And so I see lots of kids every day. I haven't got sick yet this year. My kid is sick right now. I haven't got sick yet. So
Well, and I
hopefully,
work at the CDC, so like basically,
yeah. Tell them to do their job.
oh, they are, and basically, like at this point, you're still more likely to die from the flu
Yep.
in this coronavirus. Like we've spent the last 2 days going crazy because the president's coming tomorrow and he's going to walk all the lab buildings and address the nation and stuff. So like all day today, I'm setting up all of the stuff for him to do his address in this big conference room, and then setting up the office he's going to use and all that stuff. And, it's just, I don't know, media blows stuff up and,
Yeah.
tries to, create a pandemic of, what's going. Ebola was supposed to take us out 7 years ago, and I mean there's still been way more people died from the flu recently. And then they talk about there's thousands of people in China that have it. Yeah, well, they got how many billion people over there, so it's like less than 2% of the population even has it. So
Isn't this your friend right here, Dustin?
yep, that's my man Ryan. What's
What
up,
up?
brother? He's actually one of the guys that offered to snag me a copy of that Wolverine I was talking about.
Nice.
He's a good dude.
And the other day on Twitter, John Layman, he said he responded to one of my tweets saying like, the sky is always falling in comics, and yet comics are still here. And I kind of think of like everything like that, and this new coronavirus or whatever else, like we've had worse things in the past and we'll probably have worse things in the future. For everything we find a cure to, something worse comes along to replace it. So
True.
we'll be here. We'll survive. The sky is always falling.
Yep.
All right. Which brother was hating on Wolverine? It was you. Okay. All right. Hey, did you get your room set up yet, Ryan? Did you get your comic book room set up yet? Did you say you're going to do
I
that?
have not.
Oh, you got to do that, man. You got to do it.
I'm a terrible fan.
Oh, you're fine.
All these blank walls, and I'm still too lazy to make use of them.
Go back. Go back. I saw something. Keep going. Other way. No, not the close. Keep going. Right there. What is that?
Oh,
Funkos?
Like Funko Pops and stuff that I have.
Let's see those Funkos.
Do I?
Yes, I'm Comic Book Hunter. I'm a big Wolverine fan. I just didn't care for that cover.
That's a signed first edition copy of Chris Novoselic's book, the basis for Nirvana. And I have Han Solo. I have 2 Ricochet Rabbits because that was my favorite. I used to rent that movie every time that we went to the video store when I was a kid. There's a Batgirl back there. Oh, and Star Wars. I don't remember which one. Then some cassette tapes. My friend, his wedding was Batman themed, and we were all assigned a villain. So he gave us a copy of a comic book related to the villain we went as. So I was Mr. Freeze.
Nice. Dude, you need to get that comic book room on point, man. You need to get some shelves in there. You need to get some stuff going on. Replace all the photos of you
comics
and your wife.
channel for, you know, to show you how to hang the stuff on the walls.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin did make a video about that.
No, that was Nick.
Well,
Dustin watched Nick's video and still couldn't figure it out, but
I'll have to check that one out then.
You'll have to replace all the photos of you and your wife with just comic books and photos and all that stuff. Take down all the pictures of your kids. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, right.
Oh shoot! I got a couple Wolverine ones from from Big Will's on the cheap auction.
yeah, he did have a bunch of them in that auction for cheap for sure.
You need a lava lamp, this guy says.
I almost put one on my desk whenever I was putting this stuff together. I was like, that'd be cool.
I have I'm rocking a MacBook because that's how I roll. It's not mine, but I use it 99% of the work. So
I have a 2016 laptop, a Lenovo, but it's got like Windows 10 installed on it, and it doesn't run super smooth right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, really good. Flash, really good. Excited to read the rest of it. I want to tell you who wrote the stories in here. So, Josh Williamson, who's writing Flash, has 2 stories. One is called Flash Age, Part 1. So, I'm assuming that is dealing with, going with the whole 5G thing going forward and how they're going to do the different generations. And obviously, the Flash, I'm assuming this is Flash Age. I haven't read it yet. I'm assuming that's Jay Garrick. That's why we got Jay Garrick on the cover here. And then the other story that he wrote is called The Starting Line. Obviously, that has to do with Barry Allen going forward. We got a Jeff Johns story. Jeff Johns is obviously amazing. Yeah, Flash 750 comics and death metal. And then we got a story by Scott Lobdell, the Flash Forward story. We got a Flash of All Worlds story by Marv Wolfman, which that's cool. And then another story by Francis Manipul. So he's usually an artist, so that's interesting that he's writing. So this one was.
Do you think they're still going to move forward with 5G?
I do think they're still going to move forward to 5G. I think things will change. I don't think the whole DC is not going to end. They're not going to stop publishing comic books. They might stop printing half of the comic books that they're printing. Take down all the books that no one buys, like Strange Adventures and stuff like that. But
I think both of them need to stop printing so many stories and just work on making work on quality instead of quantity, and they would probably both do better. But
right. I mean, DC does do it well normally. For regular issues, they just do the regular cover, and then they do the variant cover, and that's it. They don't do any incentives or anything, so I like that.
I can see them bringing in a business-oriented person though to try to kind of streamline their lines and stuff. Run the money side of it, I guess.
Yep.
Not that I think they're necessarily struggling, but I don't think their profit margin is where it needs to be to continue doing what they're doing, And
honestly, I just counted it up. There's only 11 different comic books that came out this week from DC. Now, this was a light week for them, but I mean, they obviously Flash 750 got a ton of covers, and some of the other ones got couple different covers, but most of them are just regular books, and there was only 11 different books, So I do think they're trying to cut back some, but then they still need to get rid of some of these. No one's going to be reading Dreaming. No one's going to be reading Genlock. No one's going to be reading, Strange Adventures. I want to know who greenlit a 12-issue Strange Adventures story. Who greenlit that? No one's going to buy that.
Probably the same person that greenlit a Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, well, that's Marvel, but yeah, I mean,
I know, but I mean, it's
or the same person that greenlit a Lois Lane 12-issue series.
There you go.
And come on.
I'm surprised.
Money grab.
That.
But are they making any money off of that? I mean, I guess are the ones losing money on it.
It seems it's just a lot of oversaturation, I think. I mean, you know,
Really
you got the Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen stuff. Why do we need a Gwen Stacy book?
Yeah, I mean, I know they're from different universes, and that's why they have the different things. But I don't know. I definitely agree with what you're saying, Dustin. We need less books. Honestly, we need these other characters like Spider-Man Noir. Like he could be in regular Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Lois Lane could be in Superman. They don't need their own series.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was about to say. Is it's not so
they're
much
not
about
real
like cutting.
people. They're not
Like-
real
like-
people, so we don't need to make them happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to me, it's less about like cutting individual books and like collapse these characters down. How many of these like side characters could just make appearances in like multiple issues of other characters' books, and that would be plenty of them, you know?
Yep.
Like
I
every
mean-
sidekick doesn't need their own book; they're a sidekick. Just you know,
Or
put them
give
in
'em a
a
one-shot,
5-issue
let it
arc
go.
of some story in somebody else's book, you know?
For real, man. This guy asked a question. Hey, superior hero reviews. What's up?
Mr. 1000 in the house.
That's not the right person.
No,
Nope.
I get them confused. They hit him
Hey,
and the other guy.
Superpower review.
Yeah, I get them confused. My bad.
I'm trying to answer this guy's question here.
Oh, Ryan's about the Batman books. 614.
I just commented the ones that I can remember. There's Batman, Detective Comics, Batman White Knight, Batman's Grave, Batman and the Outsiders, and I'm sure there's several others that I missed.
Batman and Catwoman.
Isn't there an Alfred book out too?
It hasn't come out yet, but it's going to. LOL, Dustin. Everyone does. Everyone conflicts them. I appreciate you joining us, Superior Hero Reviews. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So I'm Comic Book Hunter. What's good? We're talking comic books this week. We actually just got done. We talked first about Batman. Me and Dustin both loved it. Amazing. James Tynion is doing way better than Tom King. Flash 750, I've read part of mine, just one story out of the 6, because it dealt with Flash Forward, and I thought it was really good. I'm really looking forward to the future, because he basically says, you know, that he can see in the Mobius chair all these different timelines, all these things that have happened, and it's basically tearing apart the DC universe. And the guy from Flash Forward, his name is a Fugonaut or something. He basically says, well, can you fix it? And he goes, I'm the fastest man alive. Of course I can fix it. So I thought that was a really cool way to end it. And then now we're going to talk about our own 3 books or 1 book per person that we really wanted to talk about. Do you guys want to go first? Do you guys want me to?
Go ahead.
Thoughts on spec of Batman Bowl? Bowl? I don't know. Got bats online, my guy.
Dang, Ryan, really, you're usually able to pick stuff up over there pretty good. He's got like a little hole in the wall place nobody knows about, so he normally can just sneak in there and grab something.
We talking about Ryan Pond?
The comics and death metal, yeah.
Oh. Okay, my book I'm talking about. God Country. Have you two read this? I think Dustin said you had not read it.
Mm.
Neither one of you have read this? And you guys
No.
are independent guys? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Yeah, no,
me?
you keep telling me to read it, but I haven't got to it.
It is the best. Okay, I don't read very many independents. In fact, I don't read any at all.
Shame on you.
Outside of Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking about both of those earlier. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever. You need to. This is the best book. This is the best indie book ever. I got the trade because I wanted to read the whole thing, and it's too expensive to buy the individual books. So I would recommend getting the trade. It was only $16.99, and you can get it from Image Comics
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I was about to ask who published it.
It's kind of hard to take the word on the best indie book ever from a guy who said he never reads indie books, though. Just gonna throw that out there.
I will say,
I'm gonna tell you. Here's my rebuttal to that.
Yeah.
I will say I hear a ton of recommendations on that book from like a lot of podcasts and stuff. Everybody talks about that one.
Yeah, I missed the boat on it, but it's definitely been something on my radar for sure. That one, Saga, and
Saga too. I haven't read that.
Gideon Falls. I want to get on all those.
Yeah.
This is only 5 issues, and I think they're going to turn it into like a movie or a show. I
think I've heard there was option. I don't know anything on that though.
I'm going to try to give a brief synopsis. Okay, I'm going to read the back for you. How about that? How does that sound? So you guys can tell me if you want to read it or not. Okay. A long time ago out in West Texas, an old man named Emmett Quinlan was dying from Alzheimer's. His son, Roy, was stuck between being a father to his own daughter and watching his father fade away into a hateful old monster. And to make matters worse, a giant tornado was on its way to destroy everything. It was in the wake of the storm, however, that everything would change, for the tornado did not come from this world. It brought something along with it. From the ashes of his home, Emmett Quinlan stood holding an enchanted, indestructible 12-foot talking sword named Valifax. As long as he held it, his Alzheimer's was cured. The sword knew his name and the faces of the people. He also knew the faces of the people around him, which he did not know when he had Alzheimer's. The problem is the sword didn't really belong to him. The true owners wanted the sword back. And so he's fighting for his family and for the world and for what all is right in the world. So, God Country, I cannot recommend enough. Amazing writing, amazing story. It's only 5 issues. They're jam-packed issues. Like, this is a thick book for being only 5 comic books. You know what I mean? So, if you guys like indies, which you guys do, $17 is all it costs to get this trade.
Okay.
And I would send it to you, but I don't want to because I plan on reading it again.
All of my family's from East Texas, and Alzheimer's is something that we've dealt with in our family. So that definitely has me hooked.
Do it. YouTube is 90. What's up, Chad? He said it earlier. YouTube is 90. What's up? Chad, how's the kid? How's everything going? How's everything with everything? Okay, who wants to go next? We'll go. Let's get Ryan to go.
Yeah.
Ryan hasn't been on here very much, so let's hear what he's got to say.
Oh man.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah, right. Okay, so since I haven't read anything this week, I'll talk about Dead End Kids. I think kind of out of time. I think they just did the cutoff on the order for the trade. But it was a 3-issue series that ran at the end of last year from Frank Gogol. It's called Dead End Kids, and it's basically about these kids in the year 1999. And it's, I don't know, to me it was kind of like Ed, Edd and Eddy, if you've ever watched that. In the sense that it's like that same scenario, like it's these kids that live in a cul-de-sac, and but it's not like a comedy, like it's a serious drama, and the story like keeps escalating. Essentially, at the beginning, one of their friends gets killed, but leading up to that, there's some interactions with different characters from the town, and so it kind of leaves you wondering like who killed him, and so the kids start trying to figure out who killed their friend, and so that's kind of what the 3 issues cover. And it's, I don't know, it's really powerful writing. The way that Frank Gogol writes, he leans a lot on your feelings, and so he kind of sets you up, and then something happens, and it hits you real hard. It's a very emotional type of writing. It's really cool. It's set in the year 1999, so most people around our age probably vaguely remember that year.
1999 was a great year.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's almost like a period piece, but in the like recent past, you know. So that makes it interesting. Like I said, it's a very emotional and like heavy book. So it's a really good book, and it's about kids. So if you like Stranger Things or something, it has that same kind of vibe where you know you're following kids as the main characters, and it's well written, it's well done, and I really enjoyed it. And the trade drops, I think next week or the week after. So if you see it in your, and I think it's only $10. So if you see it in your shop whenever it drops, make sure you pick it up.
Do it. Pick it up. Do it. Some comic book hunter says they could have done a better job on the back of getting you to grab it. Well, it may have been me the way I was reading it. So sorry about that. Chad said 99. He was 11. It was a great year. Yeah, it really was. What book was this again? Some comic book hunter wants to know.
It's called Dead End Kids.
Yep. Hi. Hi. How old is she?
Hi.
All right, Dustin, you're up.
All right, so the only other book that I read so far was this King of Nowhere #1 by Boom Studios. Like I said, it was kind of weird of a first issue. Didn't get a whole lot out of it. You really don't. I didn't really think that you got a whole lot of backstory on anybody. Basically, this guy Dylan wakes up on the side of the road, which apparently happens to him quite frequently due to his dealings with narcotics and alcohol. But this time he wakes up in a kind of like I guess a fantasy world where the first contact he makes is with a deer named John Doe driving a car. Telling him basically, you're going the wrong way if you're going that way. That town's going to eat you alive. And so he stumbles into a bar, because the first thing you do when you wake up on the side of the road from, passing out is go hit the bar. And so he walks in there, and of course, it's filled with strange creatures like on the cover of the book here. And so he comes in contact with this guy who kind of looks like a catfish. And the guy's, basically having a conversation with him. He telling him, there's a guy coming to beat me up. And Dennis is like, well, don't worry. I'm going to wake up in a minute. You don't have to worry about it. So the whole time he thinks he's dreaming. And guy walks in and starts beating the tar out of him. And Dennis ends up jumping in the fight. We get a sheriff shows up. And then somehow Dennis is, now he's with the sheriff and kind of like an honorary police officer at this point. And they go out in what looks like this big desert and start fighting and shooting these what look like to be 100-foot iguanas. And it's just crazy. It's kind of all off the wall, all over the place. The end of the book, you get this guy that's looking for him. He runs into the deer man from the beginning of the book and shoots him right in the face with a nail gun, kills him dead. Trying to find Dennis, and that's pretty much where it leaves off, is this guy's wandering into the town looking for Dennis after killing a guy with a nail gun that's not hooked up to an air hose or compressor. So unless they have battery powered nail guns, which I did not notice a battery on the nail gun, it was weird. It was strange, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to be good from here on out. So like I said, being a #1 from Boom Studios, I obviously was going to pick it up and give it a try. The artwork in it is definitely different. It's not what I'm used to from Boom Studios. But it kind of goes with the book. It's a little weird. It's a little different. Like I said, I'm not really passing judgment on it yet. I'm gonna check out issue #2 and see where I'll fall with it after that.
What I don't know if you said it, but what was the setting? Is it like knights or cowboys?
No, man, I don't know. Everybody looks like the town is full of these creatures like this. It's like he walked into the bar in Star Wars almost.
Oh, okay.
Like
Huh.
you see the catfish looking dude right there off of his shoulder. That's the guy he's talking with, and right here is the deer man that he comes into contact with that gets killed at the
This
end.
guy has an upside down head.
Yeah, that's the bartender. He's got an upside down head. So, and it
What's
was
the
kind of
creative team?
do what's that?
What's the creative team?
So we've got what is it? William. So you got W. Maxwell Prince is the writer. Tyler Jenkins, Hillary Jenkins, and World Design.
Hmm.
So I'm not familiar with any of those guys, but I mean, like, here's a shot of the artwork here. And so
Okay.
we'll see. I mean, who knows? There was
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
recognize any of the creatives either, so I don't
mm-mm.
know. I'll jump in and check it out though and see what's going on. It sounds weird, but so is folklore, so you
Yeah,
never know. Oh
definitely
yeah.
an adult book. Lots of adult language.
Oh,
Lots of
okay.
adult language in here, which we're seeing more and more out of these indies especially. But yeah, like I said, there was some parts in it that I thought were cool. There was one joke with the guy with the upside down head, and it's King of Nowhere, Nick, #1.
You would know that if you were in here, just like 2 minutes ago. Look where you've been. Yeah.
But the guy with the upside down head, he was getting kind of like it was like he was getting kind of grumpy about something, and the catfish guy tells Dennis, don't worry, you'd be grumpy too if you had to eat through your forehead. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just one of those books that not going to be sure about until at least one more issue. And
Yeah.
if I'm not feeling the next issue, I'm not going to keep picking it up. So, but I always try if it's something that looks like I might have any kind of interest in it. I've become a
Is
lot
it a
more.
limited series?
Um,
Probably what, 4 or 5 issues?
honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah, five
Yeah.
issues.
Okay.
So, shut up, Nick. It's your mom too, right? But
Pick your mom up.
I'm trying to be more open about
What does that even mean?
because I said not sure if I'll pick the next issue up.
Oh,
Your mom's me about everything.
you guys have the same mom.
I know.
Yeah. I like that though. Like I have an issue with ongoing because I don't believe anybody can really pitch ongoing. Like nobody has an ongoing story in their head. There's always something to be told. So whenever you have something ongoing, it's like writing yourself into a corner so you have a way to get out, it's sort of like how we have like these TV shows now. They go in there and they're like, "Hey, look, I have like this great series that would be an awesome season of TV." And they're like, "Okay, how far could you pad it out?" And they're like, maybe 2 or 3 seasons." They're like, "Okay, we'll sign you for 6 seasons." And so you get like a bunch of garbage in there. Like I even like this DC thing they're doing with like the seasons. So it'll be like an 8 issue run of a story and then take a little break and come back. I like limited
Green
series on or seasons or whatever. Something that means that we're getting like story arcs and not just like these ongoings that have a bunch of filler in there,
Count Von Strange the fourth. He's pretty cool with it too.
Yeah, and I feel like it's easier for me to invest into a mini series than a bunch of ongoing series because I know, okay, it's going to end at this point. So my pull list may be a little hot right now and heavy, but I know it's going to slack off a little bit. Well, at least that's what I usually think. And then something else starts. But I've been trying to be a lot more open with trying, other series just because there's been a bunch of series that I either, didn't pick up and then got turned onto it from somebody else after we're halfway through it. And now I can't, or I'm, rushing to trying to find the other, beginning books. and kicking myself, or I did try it out and I'm like, oh, okay, I actually like this. So I'm trying to be more open with what I'm picking up and what I'm willing to try anyway. So, which is uncharacteristic of me in every way. I don't try
I'll go
new
watch
food.
DBZ.
I don't try new
Before you
drinks.
go, I'll go watch this. I haven't done so yet. I am one of the people who has not watched this. I'm not a DBZ fan, so I'll try to.
I'm not either, and I've been at his house and looked at those books, but I didn't look through all of them, and I even thought some of the covers were pretty cool.
Good job, Comics and Death Metal. Good job.
Yeah, I like DBZ when it was on and stuff, and I still love what it is, but Dragon Ball was way better. I like the storytelling and the journey more than like just straight fighting all the time.
Yeah, he's got like all the OG comics, like the whole every one
nice.
of them. So he's got the what do they call the mangas? He's got
Yeah, the
those.
manga. Yeah.
So we're actually going to do a video series where he's going to make me read, I guess, one of his daggone mangas, and in turn, he's going to have to read one of my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers volumes, and we're going to do like a weekly series giving our thoughts on trying each other's reading each other's interests that we always give each other crap
Your
about.
fandoms.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's pick our books for next week, because I kind of like the whole idea about how we talk 2 books, all of us, and then a third book we talk our own, or if we read it too, then we can just talk about it too, because it kind of gives like a lot more than just the regular. Oh, we're talking about Avengers, we're talking about Justice League, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
We all have different personalities and things we like. And so we have a lot of different people that are exactly the same that watch our show. So I'm going to suggest that we go over Go Power Rangers number 30 next week. That's my suggestion. I think you guys would probably agree with that. My next suggestion would be to read Thor number 4.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So those are my 2 picks for us to go over. And in our third book, we can all pick our own book.
Mine will be Darth Vader.
Dude, did you see that they're coming out with
Bounty Hunter?
Bounty Hunter, yes.
It's going to be a big issue too.
And it's only $4.
Yeah, it's going to be a big issue. It's crazy because
Cable number 1 comes out as well.
Mm-hmm. Next week's a big week for me, which I hate having like 3 big weeks in a row, because I'm picking up Go, I'm picking up Thor, picking up Venom, I'm picking up Kylo Ren, picking up Darth Vader, and I haven't looked at everything, but like I'm picking up all those. So, and they're all books that like I'll be dying to read them as soon as I get them. So it's a good week next week for sure. I don't think I'm gonna pick up Bounty Hunter though. I don't know. We'll see. If it's only $4.99, I'll probably grab it for that.
It's $3.99.
Oh, $3.99. Yeah, I'll probably grab it for that. I heard it was an oversized issue, so I was thinking it would be a little more expensive, but
I'm probably grabbing Flash 751, Go 30, Thor number 4, and I probably won't grab anything else.
You're not reading Venom Island?
Venom Island? Is that what?
Yeah,
No.
it's the current story arc, and Venom picked up after Absolute Carnage. I'm digging it. That's where I jumped on Venom.
Absolute Carnage was great, but it ended just cliffhanger. Like they're setting something else up. Like honestly,
they were Venom Island.
Marvel is just honestly they are building. Donny Cates is building to the next big event of Null versus MC against the Marvel Universe. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I've said a few times. Like, to me, it kind of feels like it's going to be like a Infinity Gauntlet, style build and event. So, if anybody's going to be able to do something, of that magnitude, I think he's the guy to do it. So we'll see.
I definitely agree. I mean, can you name any other good Marvel writers right now?
Al Ewing.
I don't read a whole lot of Marvel, so
Hickman, I guess, but a lot of people don't even like his run on X-Men right now, honestly.
yeah, I like Hickman. But my thing was it was just there's too many X titles for me to be able to. I can't afford to pick all those up and the other stuff I'm reading. And I had, if it was to make a decision on reading 5, 6 X-Men books or reading all this other stuff, I let the X-Men stuff go. But
You know who
yeah,
that is?
So
Venom Island, it picks up really, really good. For that absolute carnage ending. I mean, it's like you flip the page to the last absolute carnage and you're rolling right into Venom Island, the story arc in Venom right now. And it's been super, super good. I've really enjoyed it. So Eddie Brock is going through it.
I'm putting in the chat who I think are the best current DC writers, though I am pretty biased because I'm a DC guy and I like specific people. So I said Scott Snyder, Jeff Johns, Josh Williamson. Knows that is Snyder did Batman in the New 52. Jeff Johns, we all know that is. And then Josh Williamson is doing Flash right now, who's killing it on Flash. Chad, you're not the only one who says you're a Tomasi fan. D-Runt Comics is also a Tomasi fan. So I definitely get what you're saying there. But I don't know. Those are ones that I think are the best. I'll tell you the ones that there's one writer that I don't know if people like him a lot, but it seems like he's kind of a big deal. And I do not like his writing. And he's doing Superman right now, and his name is Brian Michael Bendis. I think he sucks. I think he sucks just like Tom King sucks. So that's what I think.
I've never actually read any of his writing, but I have heard like pretty much since he went to DC, he's kind of, I guess in a way like sold out or whatever, like he's a slave to his style and his style is getting too repetitive,
It is.
But I hear Powers was really good and his original Miles Morales and what's her name? Jessica Jones stuff.
Yeah, he did. I think he did create. Oh, it's not up there. I think he did create Miles Morales. Biggie says Kate's his money. I agree. 100%. Biggie.
I think Hickman was actually writing on the Ultimate Fallout series when Miles Morales first appeared as Spider-Man.
Let me go get the book.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, like I don't know, like Donny Cates is basically in his prime. Where does he go from here? Like, This is kind of, I don't want to say this is it for him. I'm sure he's going to write a ton of great stuff, but like he's at superstar status right now.
Yeah.
So from here, he's pretty much going to go into like just like an indie darling, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know if you probably can't read that.
No, too much reflection.
I stole my copy.
Okay, well, anyways, Bendis, Hickman, and Spencer's story. So all of them wrote this story with the first appearance of Miles Morales. Which I'm going to crack this, and I'm going to press it, and I'm going to resubmit it. Because I think with a good press, I think it comes back in 9.8.
What is it? I thought it was a 9.8.
9.4.
9.4.
Oh, I didn't
Price
even catch
difference between a 9.4 and a 9.8 is.
Yeah.
I think a 9.4.
$400 difference.
9.4 is still like only around like 120, 130 bucks, and 9.8 is like 350, 375.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the difference really quick. That's why I want to crack it and resubmit it. And also, this case has like some scratches in it, and so I figured because I bought it already graded, and I figured, you know what, might as well. It looks like it'd come back, higher, so might as well try just to see what happens. A 9.8 is $400 according to Go Collect. A 9.4 is $100.
Wow.
$300.
Overshot on the 9.4 and undershot on the 9.8.
People have been saying about Cates for 2 years now. I'm a fan of his pre-Marvel work as well. Hey, Chad.
God Country.
Tell me you've read this. Tell me you've read this, because this is the best non-TMNT Power Rangers independent book. Send that to me as an A-OK? No, because you have – I'm not going to say what books they are because I said I would not, but you have books that are way, way, way bigger than this book. So, no, thank you. And also, I really like Miles Morales. Into the Spider-Verse is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever created.
Yes.
So,
I'm a Miles fan too.
yeah, you have it over there. Hey, oh yeah, nice. I like it. I like it. And you got the hoodie too.
I got the hoodie. I had the first appearance. I got that Clayton Crane Virgin variant for number 1.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right. We got anything else we want to talk about, or should we just go to bed?
Yeah, I'm pretty done, I think.
Got a jam-packed week next week, that's for sure, as far as my haul.
Really excited.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm really excited for Thor number 4 and Go-Go 30.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to Thor more or Darth Vader more or Kylo Ren more. Those are the three, like those are my top 3. Rangers is slot number 4 next week for me as far as exciting to read, but we'll see.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the list for next week, so I don't know what all's on there, but definitely excited for Thor and Power Rangers.
Yes, we got Power Rangers, I think, the next 3 weeks. This is the off week. We got Go-Go 30, Power Rangers TMNT, and then I think the next week is Power Rangers 48 or
9. 49?
49, I think. The Green Ranger cover, finally.
Well,
I'm trying to get that 1 in 25. I'm hoping I can get my hands on it.
What is that again? Power Rangers 49?
The 1 in 25?
Yeah, what does that look like?
Yeah.
So I've got it's that Chris Anka trading card variant. So this, but it'll be the Green Ranger.
Oh no.
Okay.
So they've done these for every book too. And I've got all the original Rangers except for the Yellow Ranger.
Here it is. Here it is. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up really quick.
But my shop was posted. They're trying to see. They were trying to see if they could get it for me, but they don't know yet. Or actually, I think this is 48 this month because I think 49 doesn't come out till.
Oh, so this is issue 50.
Oh, issue 50. Yeah. It comes out in April. Yeah.
So you want issue 50. You don't want 49.
Right. Yeah. Issue 50 is the Green Ranger. So you'll have the foil Green Ranger cover, and that one's the 1 in 25. So
yep. All right. Chad said his Doctor Strange run is fun too. What about? I've heard good things about his Cosmic Ghost Rider. I thought it was kind of a weird character, but I've heard good things about it. Silver Surfer Black writing was great. Art was bad.
He did Guardians too.
What's that? He did
Guardians too.
He did Venom. Is he back on Venom?
He stayed on Venom.
He went off for a couple issues.
Oh, did he? Okay, yeah, he's on Venom right now. So
yeah, he went off for like 3 issues and then he came back. Absolute Carnage was great.
That was my first go at it with him.
All right, well, I guess it's that time to end. Thanks everyone for joining us for our Powered Up comic book reviews Thursday night chat. Next week we're talking Go-Go Power Rangers number 30, Thor number 4, and then each of us will talk one other book that we like that we picked up to review. And we are excited to do that. Next week should be a lot of fun. Doesn't mean this week wasn't fun, but I think next week is going to be even more fun. We got nothing else going on really. It's spring break. I got the whole week off. I'm excited for that. So, Dustin, you say goodbye first, and then Ryan, and then I will as well. Dustin, don't you got something going on your channel right now?
Yep. So, to those of you guys who don't know, Two Brothers Comics, we got our channel. If you go on there and check us out, subscribe to our channel. We have a giveaway going on right now, pushing for our 750 sub giveaway. It's going to run through the end of March. We've got 3 different giveaways that you're going to be able to win. One of them including a Brian Silverbacks pack where you're going to be able to, we're going to pay for a commission done by him. And you're going to get a bunch of other stuff with that. And there's 2 other prize packs. You can find that video on our channel. We have a video dropping Saturday on our roadmap to collecting. We're doing an interview with Anthony Cleveland from Mad Cave on Saturday. What If show number on the Sunday with Captain Comics. So you guys go check us out. Right now we're sitting at around 540 on the sub. So we got around 210 more to go to get this giveaway out at the end of March. So go check us out, guys.
Your brother wants you to announce the newest interview.
So Jared Lujan, Dryfoot is another Mad Cave Studios book that's going to be coming out. It's their newest title. So we're going to be interviewing him March 11th. Yeah, I forgot about that. That guy just hit us up, I think, today. So we've got that coming up too. Yeah, we got a lot of creator interviews coming up soon. So
I'm going to be announcing my 800 subscriber giveaway this weekend because I'm at 663. So I'm going to be announcing that this weekend. Ryan, you got a little bit of a Instagram account where you talk about some Image and some other indie comic books. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah. Sorry for the craziness this week. Next week should be a little bit calmer. So check me out on Instagram at Newguy, NUEXGUY. And I post on there all the time, mostly indie books, but I also share a lot of other things. And I have been reading Thor and Flash, so I'm always excited to talk about those as well.
Awesome. And I decided to use your Instagram logo this week versus your New Guy logo. I don't know which one you wanted to use. Normally I use the New Guy logo. I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it up this week. I'm going to use this face. So you are catching the end again. Yes, we've been live for 1 hour and 27 minutes. So, okay. Thanks everyone for watching, man. We had 10 people in here at the end. We had a decent amount. I think the lowest we had was like 4 or 5, and then up to like 12 or 13 back down. Appreciate everyone for joining us. We've done this every week in 2020, except for 1 week. And then I think like a week or 2 ago, we were only on for like 15, 20 minutes. But overall, we've done at least 1 show every week except for 1 so far in 2020. Our goal, at least my goal, is to continue this. And I appreciate you guys for joining us. I think it's helped all of our channels and Instagrams and all that. And I just love talking about books with my friends. And I definitely consider you guys 2 of my best friends in the community for sure. And hopefully this summer I can come down to the old Texas and maybe make my way east over to Alabama. We'll see. We'll see. I got nothing else going on, so might as well just drive.
Yeah, got that big teacher break.
Yeah, it's awesome. Ryan, you should team up with Lawson Comics for Flash reviews. Well, maybe we both should, because I'm the guy who got him into Flash. So, thanks, guys. That was fun. It was fun. Yes, go Cats. All right. Everyone keeps commenting, so I did to go to bed early. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, this is Berkfamily54comics. Thank you, Dustin and Ryan from Two Brothers Comics and New Guy for joining me this week. We'll see everyone next week again. And remember, go Cats.